Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. So in this video, we're going to talk about global weather patterns. But first, we're going to discuss about the sun because the sun is the driving force behind all the weather on the planet.
Sun distributes energy in the form of radiation towards the planet Earth. Yet, the heat energy is unequally divided during distribution due to Earth's spherical shape and because of the curvature. The higher latitude and the lower latitude surfaces receives a lesser amount of energy and spreads over a much larger surface area, while the equator receives more concentrated amount of energy. The annual average net radiation top of the Earth's atmosphere is positive between about 40 degrees north forward and 40 degrees south negative forward from that region. That is why the world's heating up differently. Acts as a natural air conditioning system to avoid the equator heating up permanently, and the poles freezing up permanently too. Global wind patterns or circulation cell system give us three cell patterns that occur in both northern and southern hemispheres. The largest cell, which exists near the equator between 0 degrees to 30 degrees, is known as Hadley cell, where the less dense and warmer air rises and spreads throughout the tropopause, which contains all of our weather. Now, the warm air spreads out towards the pole, caused by a pressure gradient force, and gradually cooling and sinking as it moves before descending to the surface and flows back to the equator. The smallest cell, which occurs at poles and flows at the low level about 60 degrees to 70 degrees north and south, is known as polar cell. Cold and dense air descending in polar cells, and as it leaves the polar region, it starts to warm and rise, returning to the poles at a high level. Between Hadley and polar cells is spiral cell, which flows in the opposite directions that act like gears. Unlike Hadley and polar cells, spiral cells are not driven by temperature.
Circulating cell not only distributes heat from the equator towards the pole, but also results in semi-permanent areas of high airflow pressure.
Due to the rising and descending of warm and cold air in different parts of circulating cells, it gives us an alternating climatic zone. Where air is rising, it creates a low pressure area, resulting to rainfalls experienced much more, especially near the equator. Most of the rainforests located in the area with low pressure, and those areas in high pressure, the air is descending, which resulted to clear skies and experience a little rainfall that leads to desert regions. Additional fact, not all deserts are hot, dry, and sandy places. Some of them are cold and covered with snow, known as polar desert, located in Arctic and Antarctica.
Coriolis effect is also the factor that creates global weather patterns because the force of the rotation of Earth makes the distribution of weather deflected, depends on which hemisphere it occurs.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.